Yeah, so I'll describe what's going on here in the meantime. We've got the classic conscript rush on dry heat from ZAIN coming towards Andy.
Okay.
Now we did see Zhasulan do this to Andy and make it work, even though Andy in theory is very good at preventing these kind of rushes. Andy this time going with a bit of a different strategy, you know, spamming out quite a few initiates, but ZAIN is relentless. Endless conscripts coming out. Endless. Andy sees the little split on the left, sending 3 initiates to take care of that. Wow.
Yeah, he's repeating my tactic.
Indeed, everyone wants to learn from Zhas, but it's taking him too long. He has a cannon up, he has 2 Gatling tanks up. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Tracker. I agree with you 100%. So ZAIN going all in, you know, after War Factory, moving his MCV, but Andy's got the bunkers up. So what can ZAIN really do here? Let's see. Andy targeting the MCV specifically. Interesting. Making another bunker and getting the GAT out on time to put it into another bunker. I love it, but ZAIN losing a lot from here. His MCV is deployed in Andy's base. Andy's gonna lose the barracks here, but was it worth it, Zhas?
Okay, nice.
Bunker goes up. Yeah, but here come the initiates. Yeah. They're gonna melt that. Oh, ZAIN crushes all the initiates. Perfect. Let's see. Wow, this is really, really close. Out come the lashers. Let's see if these guys can save the day. The conscripts kill the brute. Wow. All right, ZAIN going for the MCV, going for the kill. That GAT is targeting. In come the lashers. You need perfect micro. Oh, and the psychic tower comes out. I think this is over for ZAIN's little rush here. What do you think? Yeah, sells it. Tries to put some conscripts in the bunker, gets 2 of them in, but that's gonna die very quickly. There is an engineer right there. You see the NG? Oh, Andy sees it, crushes it. ZAIN does get a miner on the bottom right. Can he get the second miner? Here come the mags. ZAIN backs off, and ZAIN making more conscripts. Wow. All right, Zhas, what went wrong there? Why didn't ZAIN succeed when you did?
He was targeting bunker, which is not good.
Yeah, I guess target around. Just get the buildings, right?
Yeah, important buildings. Like war factor, why not? War factor or power?
Indeed. Power slows everything down. Everything builds on 50% when the power's down.
Also, should let his conscripts die to miners. Should build counter immediately, like I tried to do.
Indeed. Is there another psychic tower ready? Because that's going to be crucial here. On the other hand, with that amount of conscripts, I don't know what it's going to make much of a difference. The mag doing damage, but is it going to be enough? The pressure is real here. ZAIN going all in. Can he get that miner? Targeting the miner. The mag trying to make them drop on top of each other. What do you think, Zhas? Oh,
alright. Anyway, he's trolling now, making miner.
Oh, Andy's making miner. So Andy's very confident. Andy feels like he's got this. ZAIN going with more conscripts. Keep him coming. But what can he really do here? There's probably another psychic tower ready by this point. No reason there shouldn't be. Andy has miners. He's gotten most of the gems. He's got a nice defensible position, but ZAIN is not letting up. On the other hand, ZAIN's ore on the top left is all gone, right? So his money's gonna start running out really quickly soon. So it's either win now or it's over. Gets the barracks. Keeps advancing. Oh, and here comes the psychic tower. Gets the elite. But ZAIN destroys the tower.
Oh my god, really?
Going for the war factory. Gets the war factory. Is ZAIN actually gonna win this? Does he get the miner?
I don't think so.
Gets the miner. Does he gets another miner? So Andy now down to 2 miners. One of them mining dirt, more or less. Wow, no war factory for Andy. And the slaves coming in to take out the barracks again. Andy has no response for the slaves, which is hilarious, and they get to the barracks. Wow, so Andy back to square one, needs to build a barracks to start building up again, and ZAIN making more conscripts. He is going to run out of money very fast, but he does have that elite. Zhas, does ZAIN have this? Does he win?
I don't think so. What's the point of getting that power?
I don't know, is ZAIN low power?
No.
ZAIN can't be low power, then why I have no idea why ZAIN decided he needs that power.
Even
has
if
no
it
MCV.
For base trade doesn't count, it's tech building.
Yeah, it's a tech building. It doesn't help him. Interesting. I want to see ZAIN going after all the miners here. But Andy's still looking strong. Gonna get... Whoa! Drops them on top of each other. So that's 2 rhinos down at once for ZAIN. And he gets an elite mag. 3 rhinos from 1 mag. Here come the conscripts. Can they do anything? Another psychic tower will be coming up. We know it. Oh, and he loses the elite. Terrible for ZAIN. I think Andy's won this. You know, it was a little bit back and forth there, but I think Andy's got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tracker says, you know, Andy knew it was coming, obviously. But still, you know, he knew it was coming with Zhas, and Zhas pulled it off. Oh, the miner on the gems in the center. That's not good. That's going to stop it from mining. And Andy's going to try to pull it all the way back to his base. And anytime ZAIN is taking out a miner on the right-hand side, gets the miner on the right-hand side. And that Gat tank is going to take out the miner. ZAIN loses the miner he made from the war factory. Unfortunate. Trying to get another one of Andy's miners, but that mag, elite mag, on the cliff, just not letting him do anything. And another tank goes down to the elite mag. Here come the conscripts again. Sorry, Zhas?
He's still making miners, so what the heck?
Andy's still making miners. He says, all I need is 1 mag and I'm good. We do have the viruses here, which are going to be very annoying for ZAIN with that conscript army. And ZAIN goes one side, Andy moves his miners around, so... Ah, man. You know, I almost thought ZAIN had that for a second, but it seems to be over.
Damn. Sorry guys, I fucked up my resolution, so next game will be fine.
Alright, Andy sending an elite Gatling tank to the right here. Not sure what he's doing with that. Those viruses doing work on ZAIN's conscripts. The miner's going in, also gonna melt. We are getting a tiny bit of lag here. Alright, ZAIN goes in on the miners in the bottom left. Can he get them? He gets 1 miner. The mag comes in to try and stop him. He's targeting the other miner. Those conscripts trying to get the mag, but those viruses just taking them out. Gets 2 miners. Does he get the 3rd one? Gets the 3rd one. Alright, so Andy is back down to 3 miners, but, you know, he keeps making them, so does it really matter? ZAIN long distance mining with these 2 miners. Really, terrible position for him. And those 2 viruses just eliminating all of ZAIN's conscripts. Now he has a mastermind as well. Here comes the NG to get that power plant from ZAIN. I mean, would you say GG at this point? Just quit?
Yeah. I mean, even if NG gives me his computer, I could win.
Yeah, Andy's in a very strong position. Zhas saying even a noob like himself.
Yeah.
If only we were all noobs like Zhas, we would be in a good situation.
Oh shit. ZAIN is trying to NG, look.
Where do you see an NG?
Bottom.
Bottom. Oh, there is a NG in the flak track. I didn't see that, but... Oh, what? What? What was that? Goes right into the psychic tower. That was absurd. That was absurd. ZAIN trying to overload the masterminds with these conscripts, but Andy's control is a little bit too good. ZAIN gonna try to get some more miners. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, Andy crushing all of those conscripts again. ZAIN completely broke. 2 miners distance mining. Here comes another flak track. Is he gonna go right into the psychic tower again? Right, making the Gat target him. Oh, but Andy's macro is too good. And he clicks it with the Gat. 2 masterminds, a mag, and Yuri Prime, more than enough to hold off ZAIN's army. ZAIN is on $0 at the moment. And he's got nice 4 miners on ore. ZAIN distance mining. And ZAIN should really, like, GG at this point too. Oh, nice. Using the deploy function on the Yuri Prime. And just taking care of all of those conscripts at once. ZAIN trying to do something, going back and forth, but it's over. I mean, at this point, I feel like there's no point. But ZAIN is not, you know, he's not gonna give up. He's saying, you know, even if I can't win, at least I'll tire him out. I'll exhaust him. I'll try to make, I don't know, stress him. I'm not sure exactly what ZAIN is doing, but here comes the disc. And Andy's gonna get the War Factory with the conscript. Oh, gets it with the Yuri Prime. Doesn't sell it. Interesting choice. ZAIN is gonna get a few miners on the right, but doesn't matter. Gets a grinder up. Those conscripts going in. Alright, so ZAIN has no War Factory. All he can make now is infantry. On the other hand, Andy only has one miner.
Can you spell the ZAIN base?
Again, nothing's happening in ZAIN's base, guys. It's literally all he has is a barracks and a power plant. It's over. So all he has is these rhinos here that you see on Zhas's screen.
I'll try it. Just make full screen. Yeah, right now you can see it.
And again, like Zhas, like at what point is it like? Do you just GG, or is there any value in what ZAIN is doing?
No. If I see that there is no way, I quit. I save time.
So ZAIN, GG. Wow. Okay, so ZAIN finally called GG. The score is 1-0 for Andy, and that's a 12-minute game right there. Even though it was over about 10 minutes ago.
Next game should be fine. You can see money, but I don't think you can see money on 4K.
Alright, guys. So the score is 1-0 for Andy at the moment. Andy is Yuri on the bottom left as red. ZAIN, he's called Amber Lake, but that is ZAIN. On the top right, yellow. And we got a $20 series here. Very exciting because it's Andy versus ZAIN. These guys go at each other all day, every day. So it's always interesting to see, and it's a lot of back and forth, you know. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he wins, but Andy was on fire last game. So let's see if ZAIN can match up to him. So Andy walling his MCV, classic Yuri, you know. Sometimes it's hard to stop an NG, and yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, I think it's not about NG. It's about Rhino Rush too.
Also, that is true. It gives you a few more seconds. To survive. And these build is interesting, but I guess, you know, why not? As Yuri, it doesn't really matter. It's not that crucial. ZAIN, as far as I see, did not get a scout yet on Andy. Dog coming in from the right here, hopefully. He will be able to. Here comes ZAIN's drone. Gonna get that brute on the left. Classic opening here, So versus Yuri. So ZAIN did get that brute with the drone. And ZAIN moving his MCV. Alright, I usually like to base walk from that position, but you know, moving...
radar?
Power plant at the top of the cliff, but then to the left with a radar, yeah. But I start with the top of the cliff. But I guess, you know, ZAIN wants to keep his safe ore for later. There is something about, right, you know, getting the dangerous ore first, the ore that's closer to your opponent first. ZAIN coming in with one rhino. Andy just going miners all over the place. Classic Andy, classic here build. Grinder? That's a very early grinder. No, Zhas, am I wrong? Before radar?
Yeah.
Would you do that?
No.
Interesting build from Andy. I guess, I don't know. Alright. Grinder before radar, boys. Does get the radar up, though. Two rhinos here. Gonna try and get some damage. Andy going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miners. Completely ignoring ZAIN's tanks. And ZAIN starting to mass conscripts. So ZAIN trying to get a miner here. Here comes the mag. Now we know Andy's mag control is unparalleled. He has the best mag control I have ever seen. You know that move Andy does where he lifts a tank of yours and then he ults the mag under your tank so that it lands and they both get destroyed. There is a drone on the cliff here. Andy wants to destroy that. He comes with the mag, gets it, and ZAIN going in with the conscripts and wow, endless stream of conscripts. ZAIN is playing really aggressive here. ZAIN is on 5 miners, so not a huge eco. No, 6 miners, my bad. Zain is on 6 miners, not a huge eco. On the other hand, Andy is on 8 miners, so he's, you know, he's feeling comfortable from an economic point of view.
He wanted to make him see that's why.
Interesting. So Andy going all out troll mode. He's like, I'll make grinder first because I want to make an early extra MCV. And another grinder comes out. Wow. All right. Andy's in full troll mode here. 3 rhinos on the top left. Can Zain get a miner with these guys? Tons of conscripts on the right. No flags out for Zain yet. Zain targeting a miner, Andy moving that miner back. It survives. Zain now targeting a different miner. Hopefully gets it. These conscripts coming in on the right. So we got a lot of action going on. Mag going to counter those 3 in the top. And Zain is going to get the grinder. Nice. He spreads out his conscripts so that they're harder to crush. Can he get a miner here on the right? We do have 5 more rhinos waiting to come in. Gets one of the miners on the right here. Was Andy being too cocky? I guess we're about to find out. Still no flak out for Zain. Zain does have a battle lab though. Mastermind is out. Discs are out. So Zain is going to have a hard time approaching Andy's base now without the Iron Curtain. Zain now starting to produce flags. Definitely necessary with 2 discs on the field here. Andy can try and shut down these 2 rhinos with just the mags and the discs. We are getting a bit of lag, Zhas. Maybe check the tunnel next game. A lot of rhinos in the top left here coming in now. Andy, another, moving his MCV to the right, gets immediately a tower and a grind up. Zain gets a miner on the left and gets out. I love it. Do the damage and leave. Zain does have an Iron Curtain up, and Andy skipping the genetic mutator, going straight for the psychic dominator. Zhas, Andy's displaying some confidence in this game. You gotta admit. Yeah. Andy is in full troll mode.
He usually goes for a mutator first.
Yeah, so Andy is so confident. What does he know that we don't? Like, I mean, he plays the mental game, right? He makes Zain feel. When a player does this to you, right? You feel disrespect. You feel, oh my god, am I that bad that people could do this to me? And if Zain loses a game where Andy did this, how demoralizing is that? How bad does that make you feel? So Zain coming in on the left here with a bunch of tanks. Gets another miner. Andy actually going in. Wow, going all in. Gonna get a war factory. I love it. What else can he get? Gets a barracks. Can he get the power plant? Oh, goes straight for the psychic dominator, and the force shield comes out. Goes next for the power. Gets the power plant, and now going for the MCV. The Iron Curtain comes out. Gonna get the MCV. Andy does have another one. Do not forget, boys and girls. Gets the MCV. Out comes the psychic tower. Can he get the? Oh, he gets the dominator as well, and he gets out with all of his tanks. Great move there from Zain. How much value did he get there? He got a miner, he got the dominator, he got an MCV, he got a war factory, he got a power plant. That's crazy. That's crazy value for a small rhino split. Whose position do you like better here, Zhas?
I think Zain.
Zain's position. All right. So Zhas thinks Zain has the better position in this game. Let's see. Zain threw away those tanks on the left, but does save the elite. The elite does move faster than regular rhinos, so it can escape faster. This Andy force on the left here, I think is going to go straight for Zain's base. I don't think it's going to go back to defense. Zain does have 5 miners on the bottom right. They're going to try and pick off this miner here. I think they're going to get it. Get the miner. Can he get another one? That's the question. In the meantime, you know, he's coming in with a dangerous force. Those flak tracks are going to melt to those rhinos. Zain loses all of his rhinos on the bottom right, although Mastermind is overloaded. If Andy doesn't deal with them, if he doesn't grind them, he will lose them. Andy sends them instead of grinding them. The Mastermind is about to explode. In the meantime, at the top, Zain defends perfectly. And Andy threw those rhinos away. He could have grinded one of them and then had 3 rhinos left. Oh, and Zain gets the IC off. What a throw from Andy on the bottom right. Looks like Andy did go a little bit too overconfident into this one. Gets the psychic tower. Might be another one incoming, but here comes the Mastermind. Gets these tanks. So And ZAIN puts his MCV, another MCV in the bottom right next to Andy's
I
base.
think he wants to make Kirov like 90.
Maybe Kirov, maybe Desolator. Here comes the Desolator. Wow.
What the heck?
Zhas.
Okay, he has 2 rounds. I thought he had 3.
No, he made he moved his main MCV to the left here. These rhinos. Oh, and he gets an elite rhino. ZAIN has only 2 rhinos to defend this. Not good. A Tesla coil does come out, but this elite rhino is going to be a pain in the neck. The Desolator at the bottom right doing nothing. The discs and the mag coming to the left are going to get ZAIN's other MCV. ZAIN does destroy the rhinos, but here comes Andy's force to the top left. In the meantime, the Desolator in the bottom right is doing nothing. No, so Andy did not move fast enough. In the meantime, rhinos in the bottom left destroying miners. What is going on here? I'm having a hard time keeping track of everything. So ZAIN does get a miner in the bottom left and backs off. Desolator in the bottom right now moving in. In the meantime, ZAIN's main force is coming in. I sees the rhinos. Beautiful move out of ZAIN. Goes for the MCV. The second MCV. This is the only MCV that Andy has. Does force shield it. The mastermind melts to the elite rhino. And ZAIN is trying to get out. Brings in the flag to deal with those discs. More than enough. Gets the MCV. Andy has no MCV at the moment. Gets the grinder. And I think that's GG.
Wow. How many miners did ZAIN build by the way?
ZAIN? Oh man, I didn't have time to count ZAIN's miners, but in the beginning he had only 5, so I think he went 2 out of the war factory. Because he had rhinos coming in really early.
I couldn't do this to Andy. So what did I do wrong?
I don't know, analyze the games, compare them, but I think that split on the left where ZAIN got everything with 5 rhinos.
Everything I do against Andy, he counters so easily.
I hear you. But I think it was the beginning there where ZAIN went in with the 5 rhinos, got the Dominator, got the MCV, got everything with 5 rhinos. Again, I think you gotta play more aggressive. That's what ZAIN has been doing. He's been very aggressive and it's paying off, you know? Go in with the rhinos, have perfect micro to back out when you need to. And the nuke comes down. And he's still holding on, you know, it's the roles reversed, right? Last game, ZAIN was in a completely dead position, but he kept playing. And this time Andy's out of it completely, but he keeps playing, so... I guess, well, Yuri Prime coming in, but those IC drones are gonna clean up the Yuri Prime and all of the masterminds. So, and Andy quits out. No GG.
Wow.
What an epic game. Zhas, that was crazy, man.
Yeah, damn. I wish he recorded, man. I would like to watch that.
Well, from his perspective.
Yeah.
Guess the lag switch is on now. Andy comes out with his usual excuses and shenanigans. Andy putting some initiates on his slave miners. That's so that a dog doesn't come and eat up the slaves with the gems. Each one of those slaves is valuable. You don't want the dog to come in. ZAIN sending in 2 dogs. Gonna try and get the slaves anyway. Goes around it. No, alright, just scouting, just scouting. So the drone gets 1 brute, now heading for the 2nd brute. I didn't see if Andy got the scout out or not. ZAIN definitely got a nice scout of the whole map. And Andy definitely did not get a good scout on that space. So he went 1 miner and now he's going rhinos. Okay. So Zhas watching ZAIN closely. He wants to beat Andy the next time they meet.
To be honest, I should just play more, and that's how I get better. And also watching
play more
players help you.
Indeed. I think a combination of everything is the best way to go when you're trying to improve. So, interesting. So ZAIN uses conscripts to counter the magnetrons, and then uses rhinos to try and get some miners. Oh, Andy taking position on the cliff. The conscripts coming in to try and get that mag, but 1 tank drops on the cliff before he gets it. Can ZAIN get this miner here? Andy trying to retreat with it, crushing the conscripts. Oh, and ZAIN taking the structure, targeting the miner. Oh.
It actually damages
Andy
the
targeting the barrel. Yeah, so Andy, you know, went greedy, went for the gems in the top left, lost his miner for it. ZAIN knows Andy's style, and he knows how to respond.
So go one miner and make it a final and
start
move your
pressuring.
MCV to the next patch. That's how
Next gems, yeah. I guess pressure. ZAIN is teaching us that the way to win Andy is to just pressure him from the beginning. Do not let him get any miners on gems. Don't let him be greedy. Keep him in his corner. And that's what ZAIN is showing us here. Oh, we got Paf in the chat.
Yo,
what up, Paf? Amazing. All right. So a little bit of a split here from ZAIN. 4 rhinos going to the top left. 3 rhinos staying in the center here. Flag tracks are already out for ZAIN. And Andy sends the miner to the top right again. ZAIN responding by sending his 3 rhinos towards the top right. We got a Yuri prime out on the field. 4 rhinos coming in from the left. 3 rhinos heading up to Andy's miner on the top left. Does Andy not notice this? What's going on? Going straight for the power. Gonna get it. Andy's gonna be low power for sure. And he's gonna get the lab as well. Andy ignoring it and going straight for ZAIN's base. ZAIN does have a desolator and flags to defend. And ZAIN does get a miner at the top left. Andy loses his lab, loses his radar. What is going on with Andy today, boys? ZAIN gonna try and stop it with a desolator. Mastermind comes in, gets the desolator, but in the meantime, ZAIN is getting the war factory, the radar, the battle lab, everything going for a miner now. Andy trying to defend with some brutes. Andy coming in with his force. If Andy can't win with his force, then it's over. Andy has lost this. ZAIN retreating from the brutes here, having to concentrate on his base a little bit, putting up a service depot just in case, rushing in with the flags, targeting the Yuri Prime, gets the Yuri Prime, overloads the masterminds, and he's sending the flags into the sentry guns to try and destroy them, but in the meantime, ZAIN doing damage on the miners in the top. Andy, again, another mastermind is overloaded. ZAIN sending all of his flags inside while destroying miners in the top right, loses them both masterminds, and Andy's position is looking really bad. ZAIN sending back some rhinos to defend. Gonna be more than enough, unless, can Andy get the MCV here? In the meantime, Andy losing all of his miners in the top right. Andy will get ZAIN's MCV in the bottom left, but does it really matter at this point? Andy has 0 miners, ladies and gentlemen. Well, he does have 1 in the top right, about to be eliminated. Now he has 0 miners. So Andy has no army, no miners, 5 FPS again.
Didn't look.
Andy, that's not why you lost, Andy.
Damn, that was good pressure by ZAIN, and he showed us how to play.
Indeed. So 1 miner, you counted the miners. Then go to the next gem patch to keep your eco going, and just pressure. Don't let the Yuri player get the gems. Yeah, don't let him be greedy. You let the Yuri player be greedy.
I thought that you cannot attack without IC, yeah? That was a mistake, I think.
Well, you thought you can't attack without IC.
Yeah, now I see that I can.
Indeed.
But you should have some conscripts and drones. Yeah, I mean, ZAIN taking it home, right? The score now is 2-0. 2-1.
Sorry, 2-1 for ZAIN, correct. My bad. Alright, dogs all over the place. Let's see if we're gonna see any shenanigans.
Oh my god, 10 dogs. Can you count?
Yeah, Andy literally makes about 10 dogs, covering everything. Worried from NG Eat. Gets his first oil. ZAIN in the meantime still hasn't gotten an oil.
Whoopsie. And you might eat.
Oh!
Close.
A bit of tag, very close. But both players get, well, ZAIN already has all 4 of his oils. Andy's about to get his other 2. He has 3 oils already. Repairing all their oils. Good standard build here. Double NGIF coming out for Andy. Classic Andy. You did not expect anything less from him. And here they come. Is he gonna go for the oils? Is he gonna go for the war factory? Is he gonna go for the MCV? What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Going for oil is not worse, maybe? Or it is?
Alright, sentry gun goes down, Andy gets the oil on the right.
Did not know.
Here comes a drone to get the other one, and he gets another oil on the left. Alright. So, there's two things that can be done here. First of all, pillboxes will probably be ready, although sentry guns are already there. But the whole time the Andy is holding these oils are not ZAIN. He's getting money while ZAIN isn't. So that's a big eco boost. Allied could really use that. It could sustain air and ground units. ZAIN moving his MCV to the top right to get all of those goodies. Interesting move. We are getting a pillbox down on the oil there. ZAIN wasn't ready on the repair button, so Andy repaired a little faster, so Andy's going to win that little fight there. ZAIN gets the oil on the bottom right back, but the one on the top left still is not his. In the meantime, some pressure on the bottom right, a bit of a fight here, but Andy out-tanked ZAIN, so he's going to win that fight. Although now ZAIN coming in with reinforcements, Andy with the fodder though. Let's see who will win this fight. Andy still has the oil on the top left. Keep an eye on that. If he makes a barracks off of it and starts making NGs, I would not be surprised. In the meantime, Andy with a shit ton of Rocketeers. ZAIN's flak is in base. NG going into the flak, probably going to try and get that oil back. But he needs that flak to defend. That's a lot of Rocketeers. And he still hasn't repaired his right oil, which is something... Oh man.
Oh my.
I programmed a button to say that, and I accidentally clicked it. Anyway, Andy getting the oil and going for the MCV. ZAIN having to move his MCV to retreat. Wow. Okay. Rocketeers going hard for the MCV, but the flak track's coming in to defend. Andy's not gonna get the MCV. Andy's not gonna get the MCV here. Not at all. Alright.
Oh, 10k money.
Yeah, Andy's as rich as can be. He still has that. He got both oils on the left, and he's still making NGs out of it. Watch that. There's gonna be some sneaky stuff here. Bye-bye ZAIN's power plant. He goes low power now. Can he get the barracks or the war factory as well? ZAIN in the meantime trying to apply pressure here, but Andy, you know, he's got a good enough army to hold it off. ZAIN sends a dog to get the other one, but out comes the pillbox starting to target the barracks. A power drop right on top of ZAIN's MCV, sends the miners to defend. ZAIN running in circles around Andy here, trying to find an angle, trying to find something, while those pillboxes keep coming down. Another barracks comes out in the top. Pillboxes will get this war factory if ZAIN is not careful. Andy making a beeline right across the map, straight to ZAIN's base. With those grizzlies, gonna try and do some damage. ZAIN trying to cut him off, make him pay for that move. But ZAIN will lose his war factory here. Doesn't get the cell, does get the fodder. And Andy's in a really strong position here. I told you that would happen with that oil. You get a barracks and start making NGs. So a bunker up next to ZAIN's MCV to help defend it. Andy going around, gonna try and get these miners. Oh, he's gonna out the war factory, and down goes the war factory. Andy's gonna use every dirty trick in the book. In the meantime, you know, Andy's sitting on 10k, ZAIN is sitting on 10k, but Andy actually has tech, he has a base, he has a war factory, he has Rocketeers. He has everything an allied player could ever want, while ZAIN doesn't even have a war factory. Now ZAIN gets a war factory, 2 bunkers to defend his MCV. ZAIN is going all out with the anti-NG defense. ZAIN needs to get some miners, he needs to make some moves, he needs to destroy the oils, hit Andy's eco as hard as he can. That's what ZAIN needs to do. But, you know, Andy always has the top left base where he has oils, he has power, he has barracks. Spy comes out from Andy, that's the dog up there on the left. He's going to try and spy ZAIN's war factory or barracks or something. ZAIN is cleaning up in the bottom left here, getting some oils, getting some buildings. The dog is approaching, bunkers are ignoring it. ZAIN does not notice. ZAIN still applying the pressure here. ZAIN still does not know it goes into the war factory, so Andy does have, you know, every tank that's going to come out now is going to be a veteran tank. So Andy looking in a super strong position here. What do you do if you're Zain? Zhas?
Just
Facing BF, just quit. Alright. So Zhas claims this is an unwinnable position.
Yes.
Let's see if Zain could prove Zhas wrong, although honestly I'm pretty much agreeing with you. So Andy's just gonna keep spamming BFs. Why aren't they coming in veteran? I'm sure that spy will. Oh yeah, here come the veteran Grizzlies come out. Zain trying to clean up Andy in the top left here. Doesn't want him to have this base. Doesn't want him to get this money. But here come the veteran Grizzlies. Now veteran Grizzlies are practically as good as Rhinos, only they're fast. Bad lab out for Zain. So he knows he's being spied. He knows he needs tech to be able to beat Andy now, because Rhinos just won't cut it. Not against veteran Grizzlies. Look how fast those Grizzlies are. Look at them. They're as fast as IFVs, I think. They're like so fast. So 3 veteran Grizzlies on the right coming in.
Kirov Reporting.
Kirov out. 4 BFs. Oh, is he gonna get the lab here? Ah! Zain does have the IC, but he loses the lab. Those drones coming in and out, not sure what they're doing. Alting the war factory again, but this time he has drones, so he's not going to be attacking those tanks if he's smart. And he's not going to lose the war factory.
Nice.
So a very nice move there from Zain, using drones instead of, predicting Andy's going to ult and using drones instead of attacking with the tanks. Beautiful out of Zain. Rocketeers heading to the top left, going to have a sneaky little split here. BFs, Elite Grizzlies. I don't want to mess with Andy right now, I'll be honest. I do not want to mess with Andy's army at all. Andy coming around to the right here. Zain wants to survive until his IC. Really wants to survive until his IC. But can he? Alright, Rocketeer's gonna attack the Kirov on the left here. Zain struggling to defend here. Andy trying to get his miners. Know that Zain's weak points right now is his eco. Gets a miner, doesn't get another one. Sending the flag to deal with the Rocketeers. I love it. The Kirov is gonna survive and do damage. Andy diving for the miner. Gets another miner, but losing a lot from it. Losing a BF, losing half his army, and giving Zain an elite. In comes the Kirov. GGI defending, but also veteran IFVs. Andy going in here. Gets another war factory. The Kirov goes down, so that's useless. And those 2 BFs are going to try and escape here, but with that elite Rhino, that's not going to happen. So Zain cleaning up Andy's army here. A few more veteran Grizzlies in Andy's base. And veteran GGIFEs. Now these are dangerous because they become elite so fast. Another danger of a spy is, letting your opponent get elite IFVs. Zhas, do you think Zain could do something here? Do you think he could pull it off?
I don't think so.
It's a tough position for sure. If I were in Zain's position, I'd quit, but Zain thinks he can do something. Does Andy get an elite IFV here? Yes, he does. Gets the elite IFV. Not good for Zain. Down goes the nuclear power plant in seconds. Watch it. Watch how fast it goes down. He's not using the S key to make it go even faster. But he's just regular attacking. But that's enough to get the nuclear power plant. Loses the IFV from the radiation. Andy trying to go in here with the Grizzlies. Trying to get the MCV. Not going to get it with that. Oh! And Zain gets another elite Rhino. Not good for Andy. But Andy comes in with a ton of veteran Mirages here. Gonna get all of Zain's miners. And the veteran Grizzlies are still on the top here. Zain has 0 miners left now. Alting the MCV, the war factory, the bunker, destroying it. And this is over. I mean, Zain still has an MCV. He still has enough money to make 1 ore refinery. But let's be honest, Andy's in an impossibly strong position. Andy going prisms now. Zain does have an IC. If he could go in with this elite Rhino, use his IC perfectly. NG going into the flag at Zain's base. No, not going into the flag. Oh, and the chrono. Bye-bye MC. Oh! Uses the IC on the MC. I'm not sure that was the right move. Alright, ZAIN cleaning up Andy here. The Desolator getting the Mirage, the Rhino's getting everything else. Wow. Andy doesn't have any units, really. Has a few Mirage there. ZAIN going for the oil, destroying it. ZAIN uses IC on the MCV, so he does not have an IC now. What can he do?
Nice prism castle.
Yeah. He even has a gap in the top left, right. In come the veteran Grizzlies. They're gonna get that IC super quickly. So powerful, veteran Grizzlies, and he gets an elite Grizzly out of it. Lovely. I mean, this is over. This is so over. This is as over as it gets. ZAIN, I don't usually say this, but just quit.
Yeah.
What does chat have to say about all this?
They will see it in a minute.
Yeah. So again, ZAIN doesn't quit. Oh, look at Andy. Look at what is Andy making in the top left, Zhas? He's making Nighthawks. Yeah. Can you troll harder than that? You can't troll harder than that, man. So Andy literally, you know, laughing at ZAIN here. ZAIN lost his miner. Doesn't have enough to make another ref. Does have one oil though, so he will produce slowly. I don't know, man. ZAIN still not quitting, putting GIs into the Nighthawks. Going hardcore troll mode and chronoing the Nighthawks, undeploying the GIs. What are we seeing, Zhas? What are we watching? Yeah, no anti-air for ZAIN. He has nothing to do against these Nighthawks, these veteran Nighthawks. Elite Nighthawks. I take it back. Look how fast they destroy buildings. Wow. ZAIN. Andy gonna pick off the rest of ZAIN's base with these Nighthawks. No anti-air for ZAIN. ZAIN's still not quitting for some reason. He wants. He's gonna let Andy wipe him out completely. And that's GG. The score is 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 2-2. Andy's on the bottom left. ZAIN is in the top right. Andy is Yuri. ZAIN is Soviet. Andy is red. ZAIN is yellow. Conscripts coming out for ZAIN. ZAIN is going to go around to the edge of the map where the brutes usually don't walk and going to try and get some damage with those conscripts. Andy's starting out with a 2 initiates and the brute scouting tactic. So if ZAIN wanted to be completely undetected, he would have gone to the top of the map. But he's going with a lot of conscripts. He's not even hiding them. He's going to go straight in. I guess he saw the brute on the left and assumed that there was nothing on the right. Gets that initiate, but now Andy knows it's coming, right? Yeah. He's going to react. All he needs is one GAT tank with some good micro, and it's gonna be useless. Bit of lag. Drone comes out, aiming for the brute. Here comes the GAT tank. As we said, 2 GAT tanks. And ZAIN going 0?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
There is no point of making a lot of conscripts if you are not going to 0.
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes, you know, you could force the Yuri player to make some stuff. Like, now I want to see ZAIN going on the miner, if I'm honest.
Yes, it is mine.
Oh, and he does. Alright.
it's equal situation.
Yeah, pretty even. 4 miners for both players. ZAIN trying to put some pressure. Here comes the brute to deal with these rhinos. This is very bad, says Andy. He's referring to the lag. There is a bit of lag, even I'm noticing it. It's coming in spikes.
Oh shit, he killed his own bro. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. What happened?
Because tanks were shooting when drone jumped into a
Wow, that sucks. ZAIN almost losing his war factory, but the miner and the sentry gun saving the day. In the meantime, ZAIN going in. Here comes the psychic tower. No, yes, no. Gets the miner. Damn. Oh, that's a lot of slaves. That's a lot of slaves. But the miner will shoot them down. And out comes the meg. So fucking laggy, says Andy. Do we have another option? Is there another tunnel we could try that we haven't tried yet?
I have no idea.
Alright. Andy fending ZAIN off nicely. Has 2 mags, which is quite enough to handle ZAIN's 3 rhinos there. And more conscripts coming up the top. Can ZAIN do anything with these conscripts?
Two war factors, no radar. Wow.
2 war factors, no radar. Yeah, well, we're learning something new from ZAIN here, aren't we?
Walaikum assalam, Жасулан, guys.
Zhas, you gonna try these tactics?
I don't know. I don't feel like attacking without IC.
I hear you, but look at this lag. Andy is right. There is some nasty lag here. We need to find some solution for this, because this would tilt me if I was playing. So 4 rhinos in the bottom, 4 rhinos on top, along with some conscripts. Desolators coming in. Andy locking himself in with some bunkers, masterminds, mags, and a lot of miners, but he's stuck in a corner. I think this is what ZAIN is trying to do, trying to force him, not to mine anywhere else. Andy is broke, as you can see. There was that drone there that was trying to be sneaky, but Andy was control shifting, so he did get it with the mag. Here comes some more drones running right into the... Oh, that's the gap. Clutch. Alright. Here comes a desolator from ZAIN. Top left. Let's see what's... he has to get the other get out of the bunker to try and... and yeah, and ZAIN's gonna dry Andy out here with no money. ZAIN is expanded to the bottom left. And, 6 miners for ZAIN. IC just came out, so... ZAIN's position looking really, really strong. Yeah, well, wouldn't you prefer ZAIN's position at the moment? Oh, but the mutator. Damn. Nice mutator. ZAIN, you gotta be careful, bro. Facing Yuri with that many conscripts. Snipers coming out to try and deal with those desolators. Now Virus says do 2-shot the desos. Does get the deploy off, so it melts the sniper. Even trade off there. ZAIN does get another ref down in the bottom right, so his eco is gonna be steady. Still, well, 2 war factories. This lag is even starting to tilt me his ass, I'll be honest. In the meantime, Rhino's in Andy's base. Can they get the lab? Or can't they? ZAIN's so sneaky. Oh, gets the lab. But... Oh! The elite survives. Damn. Nice. Andy getting the desolator with a mind-controlled flak. ZAIN destroying his own ore for some reason. Yeah, gonna lose all of his flags. Terrible micro out of ZAIN there. Wow. What's going on here? What is going on? Oh, everything gets grinded. Woo! That hurts. That hurts. This position, all of a sudden, from ZAIN's game, it turns into Andy's game. IC's the one veteran, one elite. It needs to target the mastermind that's controlling these tanks. So, does he know which one it is? Doesn't get anything but that IC. Does get a few of his rhinos back. 2 grinders in ZAIN's base with masterminds, with everything. Not looking good for ZAIN all of a sudden. Like, ZAIN's position was really good, and then he just blipped out. His rhinos were attacking the ground. The flak tracks were chilling and just getting controlled. Don't know what went wrong there, but something went wrong. ZAIN trying to hold on with conscripts and rhinos here. Has no anti-air, so the disc should be going in and doing damage here. But Andy just chilling, destroying miners, mind controlling conscripts, going in. He's got everything he needs. He's got viruses, he's got brutes, he's got discs, he's got mags. ZAIN just sending an endless stream of conscripts straight into the grinder. Giving Andy free money, 5 lashers in the bottom right, gonna do some damage here. ZAIN sending his rhinos to defend that, but that means he's leaving his main base undefended. Down gonna go the war factory. Here it goes. Oh, but Andy sending his masterminds right into the bunker. Overloading the masterminds with the conscripts. They should be dying soon. There goes one, there goes the other. ZAIN is low power because of the disc. Has to back off with the lashers because of the rhinos. And Andy destroying ZAIN's base. Woo! Not looking good. Not looking good for ZAIN at all. Zhas, what happened there? ZAIN blipped out, right? There was a moment there where his flags weren't doing anything, his tanks weren't doing anything. What happened there?
I think he moved MCV way too early. Maybe he should have checked up first. Because he didn't build a refinery, so what's the point of moving?
Oh, and he gets the nuke power plant. Lovely. Flak troopers are gonna melt to the brutes here. Getting some flak tracks out.
I got a lesson that do not use IC on tanks against masterminds. They are like immortal.
Yeah, masterminds have heavy armor, heavy health, and they self-heal. Here come a million lashers from Andy. I think this is over. So, wow. ZAIN was in such a strong position, man. He just threw. You hate to see it. It hurts to watch, but, Andy's got the whole top there. He's got the whole bottom left. And he's in a super strong position. ZAIN sending in his miners? What's going on here? Puts an NG and a flak. Okay, so ZAIN sold his MCV, or did he lose it? I'm having a hard time keeping track here. He lost it. Alright, so ZAIN can only make infantry now, which is why sending in his miners. Here comes the mutator again. That elite should help deal with those guys. A drone coming in as well to help out. What can ZAIN do here? Because Andy has an entire base up top, right? He's got power, he's got a war factory, he's got a barracks. So this is another situation where I think we both agree ZAIN should just GG out.
Yeah.
Here come the conscripts! And this conscript's coming in. Not really. ZAIN is hardly making conscripts. Going in, you know, he's gonna do chip damage, but Andy's literally ignoring him. He's gonna go in on his base from the top, and he's gonna attack. He's like, ZAIN, do your worst, you know? Go into my base, do whatever you can. I don't really care. In a base trade situation, clearly I win. So ZAIN is gonna get damage, but is there any point to the damage? Oh!
Really?
Benji gets the MCV. What are we seeing here? Is it gonna be enough? Targeting the tower. Oh, losing the elite. Okay, gets the tower. And ZAIN gets a barracks up, but he doesn't have an income. He does not have a source of money. But at least the base trade, he didn't lose it. It won't really matter because Andy has more than enough to recover. ZAIN does not have the eco to really upset here, but you gotta hand it to ZAIN for trying.
Yeah.
You gotta hand it to ZAIN for trying. ZAIN building a base here, but it's really is useless because he has no way to produce money. No way to produce money. So Andy wins either way. You know, Andy showing how much he cares about the desert, just going straight in. Yeah, the way Andy's tanks are acting, it's as if he's angry. Alright, I'm gonna finish you off now. And that's another win for Andy. So where are we holding with the score?
Let me see.
Scored 3-2, right?
Yeah, Andy 3.
3-2, so Andy up a point. Wow, so close. All these things that are going on here. So close. This map is not good for Yuri.
Really? He will
Well-
be Yuri against me.
Interesting. Cause you know, you have to send your miners far away from your base, right? Very early on. There's no ore patch that's really safe. So it's very easy for your enemy to pressure your miners very early on as Yuri on this map. The only safe ore is the gems in the beginning, right? And the rest you have to start spreading out and leaving your base, and they're exposed and they're in the front lines. Which is actually a design I like in the map because it forces you to engage. But for Yuri, that's not good.
Andy's build is weird. He's not gonna stretch or anything.
Well, he was stretching to the right, and then he put the ref in the optimal placement, so I think that's fine.
It's weird anyway. He should have built toward bottom.
Perhaps. Here
Oh
come
my
the
God, look at
double
ZAIN's build. Like one bunker will save 3 buildings.
Yeah, well, ZAIN knows what's coming, so he's covering it. NG goes in the flag track. Double NG IFE comes out for Andy. Andy moving his MCV to the right. Zhas? What's this move?
Right.
ZAIN's IFE is right on top
No
of it.
drone? Oh my God! If there was drone, but
No drone, just an engineer.
he could repair it anyway.
Oh, moves it, puts it back in the flag track, and sending. Alright. Let's see who can do what here. Now, one of the moves that I've seen Andy do is a Grizzly can win a Rhino if 2 IFEs are repairing it.
Yes, great move.
Double NG IFE heading down the center here. And Andy's got it covered. You know, he's gonna get those gems free of charge. Here come the double NG IFE. Let's see. ZAIN puts another sentry up. Is it gonna be enough? Oh, okay. Does get the oil. Forces ZAIN to move his MCV. ZAIN's NG coming in now. Can ZAIN get the War Factory? Sells the War Factory on time. Does he get the barracks? Gets the barracks. Okay, so ZAIN's... Alright. Let's understand what's going on here. ZAIN only now redeployed his MCV. Andy has the bottom right oil, but ZAIN has a barracks in the top left, which is being destroyed right now by a GI and a Grizzly. About to be destroyed. Alright, gets destroyed. ZAIN does not get the cell, does not get anything. ZAIN is in the top right here, having to back off. Andy has the fodder, Andy has the pillboxes. GIs coming in the bottom left, and ZAIN's rhinos are in the top right. Sorry, bottom right, GIs. So, whose position is better here? Andy camping with some nice GGIs, so ZAIN's not going to be able to do anything. ZAIN deciding to go for Andy's top left base, but Andy says, you go to mine, I'll go to yours. He's coming in with the GIs, with the Grizzlies. Sorry, what? Yeah, sort of a base rate situation here. ZAIN does get the FC, his rhinos are sleeping in the top, but ZAIN is going to be able to defend.
Hold it, come on.
Oh! Loses the War Factory. ZAIN is going to get the power plant and the Orif on the top left. So Andy loses it, but Andy still has both oils. ZAIN has an AFK miner, which is now returning to work. ZAIN is going to destroy the oil in the top left. Trying to move his tanks out of the way.
Oof.
There we go. Yeah.
Oof, nice.
Well
Didn't
done.
get damage.
Yeah, but no anti-air for ZAIN, and here comes the barracks in ZAIN's base. We know Andy loves doing this.
Yeah.
ZAIN will lose his power. He's gonna be low power. Has to sell. Here comes the NG. Can it get the MCV? ZAIN moves the MCV on time, sends the miner to kill the NG. Beautiful reaction out of both these players. Now Andy has nothing top left. Everything he has in the top right. All his miners are gonna start distance mining. By the way, Berg just uploaded a video which has all 3 types of miners racing. You see it?
Yeah.
So Soviet
which
miners
miner
are
is
the best.
better?
Soviet miner is the best short distance, long distance. In all distances, Soviet miners are the best. Yuri miner is the best. Sorry, Yuri miner is the best, then Soviet miner. Yeah, Allied has the worst miner, even in distance mining, Zhas.
But I mean, yeah, Allied has advantage only on naval maps where you just chrono.
Naval maps, and if you're under attack, you could make your rhinos
Yes.
retreat,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So that's
yes.
that's a nice advantage that Allied have, and it's not by much. Soviet and Allied miners are really, really close. It's like by a tiny bit.
Yeah, because by the time you unload one time, Allied unloads 2 times, right?
Exactly. Allied has to unload twice when Soviet needs to unload once, and he's looking for the base trade. This is killing me.
Yeah, he always does it.
Yeah, and he's literally looking for the base trade. He's trying to put ZAIN in a position where he has to base trade. But it's not gonna work well versus Soviet. You know, all ZAIN has to do is make some drones and go in. I don't know why ZAIN is returning his entire army, but okay. I want to see ZAIN make some drones, get a flat cannon up, and just go destroy Andy's base completely. That's what I want to see.
And he's buying time.
Yeah, Andy's a smart player. He's trying to buy himself some time. Those GGIs on top of the ore are perfectly positioned to stop ZAIN from destroying his miners. And here come the BFs. Another flat cannon up for ZAIN. And moving his MCV, he wants to get closer to the ore. He needs that money.
Okay. Listening to your advice.
And ZAIN going in, making drones. That's exactly what I wanted to see out of ZAIN. Stream time confirmed. Andy might get the MCV here, but does it really matter?
No.
ZAIN wins.
That was good that he moved.
Indeed.
He moved it. He could lose.
And halting the war factory, not getting
It will be
enough to
very
destroy
boring
it.
for me, but perhaps you should
Oh,
surrender.
and the taunts are coming out. So Andy does have a barracks on the bottom right where he just made a tiny out of it, but ZAIN has bunkers, he has sentry guns, he has miners. ZAIN gonna get Andy's lab. Well, that was stupid.
He always says something like
Andy's
that.
reactions, yeah, Andy's reactions. Okay, the score is 3-3, Zhas.
Damn, man.
It's 3-3.
Damn, it's gonna be 5-4, I think. And I have no
Wow.
idea who's gonna win.
These guys, man, when they play, it is all out, huh? Oh, Buffalo, Tej.
Yeah.
Tej, when are we gonna get you in some of these series, Tej?
Yes.
I haven't seen you play in a while.
Yeah.
Come on, bro, we need you. Alright, so... both players getting their oils pretty easily. Shouldn't really be a problem to get your oils here.
Look at ZAIN. He wants to put bunker next to oil. Or
I don't
no?
think so, I think he will...
Ah,
Is that for... Oh, loses all 3 conscripts.
double NJVs.
Yeah, again, expected. Ify's come to clear up the dog next to the barracks that ZAIN always puts there. These guys play each other so much, man. They know exactly what's about to happen, what's going on, what you're supposed to do. So ZAIN building in a bit of a square because he wants that bunker to be able to defend as much as possible. Double NGIF coming in.
Okay. I think ZAIN will lose his oil or no? Let's see.
Well, yeah, he's definitely gonna lose his oil here. 2 sentry guns and he clicks them.
Oh my god.
Clicks it on time. So Andy does not get gonna lose a rhino on the top right here. A bit of bad TC there from ZAIN and another IFV just wandering around the map. You know, ZAIN, I think you want to be good at fighting lanes, you should play Andy.
Yes.
Because ZAIN, you know, ZAIN went to the University of Fighting Lanes with Andy. And he's gotten good at it,
Oh
but Andy
my
doesn't get
God.
oil! Andy still gets the oil!
How? Two sentry guns and drone couldn't counter that. What the fuck?
Oh man. And he's gonna try and do whatever he
Oh my
can
God,
here.
MCV.
Oh, Zain abandoning his base, alting the war
Okay,
factory.
now
Of
MCV
course.
snipe and it's GG. Oh my god.
Bunker destroying his own war factory.
Moving, nice. Saving that MCV, but where? Okay, we close the bunker, yes?
He wants to, yeah, he wants to keep it close to the bunker. Zain gonna go low powered, no war factory, only barracks, massive conscripts. His rhinos are going in, but is it gonna be enough? Alright, they're gonna get this miner here. Get the miner kill. He needs to get all of Andy's miners if he wants to do something, but Andy's gonna get all of Zain's miners in return. So,
because Rocketeers.
yeah, Rocketeers come out. No anti-air for Zain. Zain needs to do something. Still low power, still no war factory. Andy's coming in. Zain is gonna get the war factory, but does it really matter? I don't know. No anti-air. It's useless. So, Zain has one miner left.
Andy plays chess. Yeah, decision making.
I guess.
What to
I
do?
guess.
When to do?
Trying to get the MCV, moves the MCV. Oh, but he still loses it. No anti-air for Zain. No way of getting anti-air. No anti-air. Elite Grizzly for Andy. It's GG. It's over, boys. And the score is 4-3.
Damn.
Woof. Tej saying maybe next year. Tej, bro. Bro. No way. Engineer first. So 2 inches. Alright, interesting. So Andy's gonna go straight for the bottom left oil, because that's something that you don't usually scout, you don't notice until later on. So it's a sneaky move that Andy likes doing, and it works well. So you send one brute, one engineer down to the bottom left
Oh my god.
to get that oil.
Two corners.
Interesting. Interesting. All 3 oils Andy wants to go through for. Bottom left, bottom right,
Really?
and top.
But that
Let's see if-
brute's gonna kill Andy?
Let's see if the brute catches up to the Angie and if Zain notices it and gets it. No, Zain is scouting. Zain does not notice it. So Andy's... Oh! So, what's Zain doing? Zain wants to steal the oil off of... He noticed what Andy's doing and he wants to steal it off of him? Where's that Angie going? But in the meantime, Zain coming in with the mag towards the mech shop. Andy gets top left, top right, bottom right oils, and the bottom left oil. Zain has an engineer that's not sure where he's going. Zain has a confused engineer in the bottom left. In the meantime, Zain doing some nice scouting all over the place, but Andy with 3 oils loses the engineer. Zain loses his engineer. And Zain is going to try going for the top left oil. But Andy with 3 oils, that's a huge boost. That is a huge boost. Right. On the other hand, Zain gets to make his miner on the left off of the machine shop, and he does not do that because he didn't get the mech shop.
Yeah, now going to capture.
Yeah, but those 3 oils, man. Zain coming in already with a scary army here. But if Andy can hold it, the longer the game goes, the better it is for Andy. Zain gonna try and pick off a miner here in the bottom left. Zain has 1, 2, 3, 4 miners. Andy has 1, 2, 3. Just lost his 4th. Andy already has a lab. Is Andy gonna lose another miner here? That would be devastating. Lifting his own miner to try and save it. Can he land it safely? Yes, he can.
That was close.
Wow. Fancy moves out of Andy. Fancy moves. Zain gonna try and get this bottom left oil. Gonna try and destroy it. Targeting the Gat cannon that Andy placed there. Andy's already teched up. Zain is also teched up. 5 miners for Zain. And 1, 2, 3, 4 miners for Andy. So Zain has more miners, but Andy had oils for a while. Andy still has 2 oils versus 1 oil that Zain has. Zain gets the genetic mutator up first. Andy needs to counter with the genetic mutator. And then they both become useless. Andy coming out with discs. So Andy has a more fancy army. He has masterminds. He has discs. Zane has a more tier 2 army. Now mastermind's coming out.
4 miners
Second-
versus 4 miners. Ah, no.
So Zane has 1-2 on the left, right? And then he has another 4 in the center. So Zane has 6 miners.
Wow.
We are getting a bit of lag here.
5 miners against 6. But Andy has oil advantage, so I think it's equal.
4 miners against 6. So I don't know if it's equal. I think Zane is actually in a better position here. Andy going for the mech shop. Gonna get it. Gets
Except
destroyed.
this situation.
Oh, and he loses the radar as well. So Andy out positioning Zane here. Beautiful play. We're getting some nasty lag here. Andy's gonna try and get this miner on the left. I believe he's gonna get it. There's no reason he's not. And Zane deciding to go in for Andy's base instead. Andy gets the miner on the left here. Zane is going into Andy's base here. I love how Andy places the miner inside of Zane's army. Okay, and the genetic mutator gets used, and the genetic mutator gets used back, which is why you don't use a genetic
Damn, man.
mutator.
He should have done it after he uses disc on power. That-
Indeed. Nice, that's smart. That's very smart. Oh, gets engineer, use it. Get.
Shit close.
Did it get in? I didn't see if it got in or not. I don't think it did. No, it's right in the top. My bad. It did not get in. Zane's army is now in the bottom right. Not sure what it's doing there. Andy has a scary army going in on Zane's base now. Zane better get some defenses up. Does get a bunker up. Needs more than that. And Zane trying to get Andy low powered. So Andy has no MCV. So if Zane could, pressure him some more, destroy some of his buildings, it's gonna put Andy in a big disadvantage. If he could get up low power, that's gonna make him build slow for the rest of the game, because no MCV means no more power plants.
Zane should get some magnetrons.
Yeah, Zane
Okay,
Zane has a lot of gats, and as you said it, magnetrons come out. Oh, Andy winning Zane's army down in the bottom here. Zane gonna get the power plant here on top of the cliff. In the meantime, producing a nice gat army going to the bottom left. I wonder where those are heading. Zane getting cleaned up on the right. And producing discs. So again, Zane's position is stronger. He has an MCV. He has more miners. I'm liking Zane's position. And Andy going in with the miners. So Andy is all in.
Bottom. Split.
Andy is all in. Top right. Yeah, so top right, Lashers are taking out a miner. In the meantime, Andy's also taking out a miner. And the Gats are coming in. They're going to go for the power. They're going to get the power, which means that Zane is going to have the genetic mutator and Andy is not. That's a huge army of slaves there that Andy has. If Zane mutates that, Zane, you need to mutate that.
No.
There we go. Zane mutates the entire army there. Moves his MCV. Use those brutes. And Zane should be using his Gats to destroy Andy's base in the meantime, but he's not, so that Magnetron is doing damage. Andy's going all in, trying to do damage, discs, Gats, everything. We got a big mess here. In the meantime, Zane remembers his Gats and starts destroying Andy's base. In this situation, Zane wins. Andy does have a cannon in the top right, let's not forget that, but Zane also has some Lashers and slaves there that are just chilling. So Zane will destroy Andy's base, gets the elite Gat. Andy's sending back one mastermind to try and stop Zane. He does have a Gat cannon in the top right, so he will not lose when he loses his base. Oh, mastermind getting overloaded, but
God, really?
beautiful micro out of Andy. So, woof. Still Zane is in a much better position. Andy cannot produce any more units at all. So what he's got is what he's got. Let's see if he can make it count. Andy
one
trying to
building.
mix. Sorry.
Imagine Andy winning with one building left.
I don't think Andy's
Yeah,
gonna win this.
not really.
Coming in with the Gats in the bottom left, gonna get Zane's barracks and yes, and reacts. Oh, and Andy just quits.
Yeah.
Okay, the score is 4-4. Match point for both players. Zhas! What a crazy series!
Yeah, they always have such good series.
Yeah, man, this is insane. What are we watching? Whew!
Trend.
Double NGIV coming out like you predicted. What a surprise, Andy going double NGIV. I am shocked. Let's see if Zain can defend this. I mean, every time Andy's done this, he's gotten value, but every time he's done this, there has been oils on the map. All right, this is unplayable. It keeps freezing.
See, moving MCV.
Yeah, and moving MCV to the center. Zain getting some conscripts out. I assume a bunker is on the way. Double NGIV coming from the bottom. Zain moving his rhino into position. Okay, getting some conscripts into the bunker there. You see, Andy makes sure that, you know, at least Zain is going to spend as much as he spent on the NGFEs, he's going to spend defending.
Yeah.
And Zain going straight for the MCV, Andy sending a Grizzly to defend. I assume a pillbox is behind, yeah, there's a pillbox hidden behind the MCV there, which is going to help. And Zain ignoring the MCV and going right on. Okay, this lag is pissing me off. Alright. Zain going with his two rhinos, chilling, going into Andy's base. I want to see him try and pick off some miners. Pillbox comes out to defend. Andy Kronos' miners away. So Zain did manage to force a pillbox there, which is always good. Try to make your opponent spend as much money as possible. But Andy's getting GGIs out, so Zain's not going to get much out of this. And
Yeah,
Andy's in the
that's
center.
Flak
Sorry?
Flak NG bottom.
Oh, I didn't notice that. All right, Flak NG bottom. He's repurposing the Flak NG. Zain is keeping the pressure on, so Andy might not notice the Flak NG, but we do know, you see those two power plants, you see the AFC, you know he has a cannon ready, right? Oh, and Zain losing a rhino there from bad TC. Zain going in here, and he's going in with the Flak NG as well. Going for the power. Out comes the NG. The MCV moves, loses the NG, and Andy loses a power plant out of it. And the lag persists. Andy doing well. Zain is gonna move center. Now, if Zain moves center, that's a bad move because of cannon. All right, good. So Zain not moving center. I would have liked to see him move to the top to get those gems, but decided to move closer. And Zain throwing his tanks away, or maybe not. TC. Who has the better TC? Zain trying to take the high ground. And he still has that NGAI fee, which is fixing all of his tanks, which is great for him. Oh, the conscript kills the IFV. Wow. But Andy is getting rich. And if he doesn't have a cannon, I don't know what he's doing. Does have a service depot on the top left in case. Rocketeers coming out. Where's that cannon, Zhas? Here's the cannon. Boom. Bye-bye, Zain's army.
I think Andy will win this because he has middle.
Yeah, Andy's in a perfect position. Zain's gonna have to make some fancy moves to try and do anything about this. Andy has enough grizzlies to hold off the rhinos without cannons, but clearly he's making cannons. Zain's in a really bad position. Zain needs to start taking up. He needs to think long game. No more short game. No more pressure. Long game. How do you survive long game? Andy's just gonna keep pumping out. There we go.
Oh shit, BFs.
A lab out for Andy. So BFs and cannon combination invincible. How do you win BF and cannons?
Yeah, no way.
Zain moving his MCV to the top there, hopefully to get these gems in the center. That's what I want to see out of him. There we go, deploying his MCV. Beautiful.
NG again. NG and Dessa?
It's an interesting combination, but no, it looks like just an NG and a flag.
No, it is. Look.
What's that combination, NG and Dessa? That seems like counterintuitive. They don't match each other, they ruin each other. Alright. Either way, Andy's BFs are rolling out, infantry rolling out, Andy in a super strong position. What can ZAIN do? What can ZAIN do? ZAIN repairing his tanks, which is a nice touch. And, I mean, he does have a nice big group of rhinos, but if Andy has cannons ready, it's not going to help. Andy's even gapping up the center. So, oh, and loses the Dessa on the top there. ZAIN's splitting up his tanks a little bit, and he's sending all of his forces to the bottom left.
Battle up for ZAIN.
Yeah, something he really needs, right? He's gonna, god damn it. He's gonna need, these guys must be so pissed at me right now. He's gonna need IC, he's gonna need milk, he's gonna need something
Kirov.
fancy. Maybe choppers, Kirovs. He's gonna need something good to be able to counter Andy's build here. And he managed to...
whenever he is IC, be ready in 2 minutes.
Yeah, probably a good idea, you know, maybe go a bit of a path strat, right, with a bit of IC drones and Kirovs.
Not gonna work against ally. Double engine. IVs.
Yeah, if he makes, if he's ready for it, it's not gonna work. You're right. It works like one time usually. And ZAIN gonna lose his MCV here. Boom! There goes the MCV. He does have a service depot, but bad engagement for ZAIN. Oh, are we gonna find out who's lagging?
Hey. Are we gonna find out who's lagging? And boom. So, who's gonna win? Andy? I think Andy will win. Okay, no MCV for ZAIN. Cannot rebuild it. Just lost depot. But ZAIN has IC. So if he survives until IC, then he can do something. But I don't think he's gonna win. Look at this space. I see he's gonna be ready in 10 seconds. Buying time with Dessos. Okay, now he's gonna use the IC on tanks. Okay, ZAIN cannot build Dessos anymore. Splitting his tanks. One group to attack, one group to defend. Using IC defensively. It's not a good idea to attack when... he doesn't see this. Because Andy has gap generator. ZAIN couldn't see what Andy had here. A lot of mirages. You think so? Pew 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 pew. We're gonna do match with 4 tanks and 0 miners.
Yeah, I had a... Yeah, someone touched my internet cable. Anyway, oh, sorry, I have your stream on. My bad. Did the glitchy laggy stop? Was it me the whole time?
It feels a little bit faster.
Because I had like a someone touched the cable, so DC'd, but it's back now perfectly in theory. No, I still see on your stream it's still getting those
Yeah, but it has delay.
those glitchy stops. No, this is after I DC'd. Anyway, I'll let you commentate since I'm not seeing it in real time.
ZAIN is trying to attack, destroy the MCV, but not gonna do anything. And he's at ZAIN's base with BFs. So, oh, double elite tanks? Doesn't matter.
Player defeated.
Alright, it's over.
Sorry, I was deafened.
Yeah, okay, it's
Still there?
over. Yeah.
Yeah, so Andy wins. Wow.
Yeah.
5-4, crazy series. That was epic, huh?
Yeah. So I think
That was really
you
impressive.
shouldn't let Allied get middle. Like, you should just go and like rush or something, because
Kirov
Yeah, I
Reporting.
What I think the best thing for Soviet to do on that map
Then you think
is
about
move right after War Factory. and
Kirov
Zero,
Reporting.
right, and France won't help against that sort of rush. That's what I think. Would you agree with that?
Well, I mean, I lost to a Chinese guy when I moved to middle. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, or he was too good. I don't know. He just splitted me to death.
Yeah, but I'm saying how to solve the France problem, right? If you let the France player take middle,
Yeah,
It's
it's
over.
over. Can't
So-
do shit.
and you know if you're playing Andy that that's what he's gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So what do? You
maybe
go
just-
zero, and you move to center.
Yeah, you move to center as well.
Mm-hmm.
Go zero.
You move your MCV into the allied MCV.
Yes.
Alright, spam, make a barracks, make a bunker, whatever it takes, and France won't help in that situation. That's what I think.
Yeah, but he had grizzlies too and pillbox.
It doesn't matter, you're going zero as well. Doesn't matter, you're
Yeah.
going zero as well.
Also, he has, you know what? NG threat that won't let you control your tanks.
Yeah, so that's the one thing that Andy does that that makes his strategy so powerful is he holds you back with engineers.
Or I think a bunker, like put every building next to each other and put bunker in the middle, so NG is not gonna do anything. And
Mhm.
you're gonna be moving your MCV, so you don't worry about your MCV. You just put bunker in the middle of everything and just don't
Mhm.
care about it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
go
I agree with
and
you there.
focus on your tank control. Move your MCV, deploy, and kill him there.
Yeah.
think
I agree
that's the
100%.
plan.
I agree 100%. All right, so maybe Zen learned for next time. I don't know, but great series. It finished on 5-4, so that was insane. That was epic. That was that was really great.
Yeah.
How long was that series? Best of 9?